Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there, or searched for your glasses only to find them on your head? It happens to all of us, but when it starts to happen more often, especially as we get older, it can be unsettling. You might start to wonder, is this normal or am I losing my mind? The truth is, memory lapses after 60 are common, but that doesn't mean they're inevitable. Your brain, just like your body, needs regular care and attention. And the great news is, there are small, simple things you can do each day that make a big difference. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 easy daily habits you can build into your life that will help keep your memory sharp, your mind clear, and your confidence strong, so you can keep living independently and fully without fear. Now, once your brain is hydrated, it's time to feed it, literally. That brings us to the next habit-eating foods that fuel your brain. I'm not talking about fancy supplements or expensive diets. I'm talking about real, everyday food. Things like berries, nuts, leafy greens, fatty fish, and even olive oil. These foods are packed with antioxidants, healthy fats, and nutrients that protect your brain from aging and help build strong neural connections. Think of it like this. Every meal is an opportunity to support your memory. So instead of reaching for heavily processed snacks or skipping meals, try adding just one brain-boosting food to each day. Maybe you toss a handful of walnuts into your oatmeal or switch your usual side for some steamed spinach. It doesn't have to be dramatic, it just has to be consistent. And speaking of consistency, that brings us to a habit that goes beyond the physical. It's about how you use your brain. One of the most powerful ways to keep your memory sharp is to engage your mind with something new every day. This doesn't mean you have to go back to school or solve advanced math problems. It means giving your brain little challenges, learning a new word, reading an article, doing a crossword puzzle, or even trying a new recipe. When your brain is stimulated, it forms new connections, and that's what keeps it young. It's like exercise for your mind. The more you use it, the more it stays strong. And you don't have to do it alone. If you enjoy puzzles, invite a friend or grandchild to join you. If you're learning something new, talk about it. Sharing what you learn helps your memory even more. Doing these things daily, staying hydrated, eating with your brain in mind, and mentally challenging yourself, sets the foundation for stronger memory. You'll start to notice you feel sharper, more in control, more confident. Now that we've covered these key habits, let's keep going, because there are still more powerful, simple actions you can take that will protect your memory and boost your brain each day. You know, keeping your mind active is one part of the puzzle, but just as important is making sure your body and brain are rested. And that's where the next daily habit comes in: quality sleep. Now, I know sleep can be a tricky subject. Maybe you fall asleep easily but wake up in the middle of the night, or maybe your mind just won't quiet down when your head hits the pillow. But here's the thing. Your brain cleans itself while you sleep. Literally, it clears out toxins, repairs cells, and files away memories from the day. When you don't get enough sleep or your sleep is interrupted, your brain doesn't get that time to refresh. That's when you start forgetting names, misplacing things, or struggling to concentrate. So if you want to protect your memory, focus on building a healthy nighttime routine. That could mean turning off screens an hour before bed, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, or sticking to a regular bedtime, even on weekends. One small change I recommend is ending your night with something calming. A warm drink that's caffeine-free, reading a few pages of a book, or listening to soothing music can tell your brain it's time to wind down. And here's something else many people don't know. What you do during the day impacts your sleep at night. If you're active during the day, even just walking or doing light chores, you're more likely to sleep better. And if your mind is engaged and challenged, it tends to rest better too. So think of sleep not just as rest, but as part of your daily memory care plan. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: connection. Staying socially engaged is one of the most powerful, overlooked habits for protecting your memory. When you chat with someone, your brain lights up. You're listening, responding, remembering names and details, interpreting tone and emotion. All of that is brain work, and it's the good kind, the kind that keeps you sharp. Even brief conversations with friends, neighbors, or family can make a difference. If you're not seeing people as often as you'd like, start small. A phone call, a short visit, or even chatting with the person at the checkout counter. It all counts. If you enjoy being around others, consider joining a group or class. Maybe something you've always wanted to try: a book club, a walking group, or a community activity. Not only does it keep your brain active, but it also boosts your mood. And we know that a positive mood supports clearer thinking. But if you're more private, that's okay too. Even writing letters, texting a friend, or sharing memories with someone close to you is incredibly valuable. What matters is that you don't isolate yourself. Because when we feel disconnected, our brains can start to slow down. When we feel involved, seen, and part of something, even something small, our minds light up. And there's one more thing I want you to know. You don't need to be perfect with any of these habits. You don't need to follow a strict plan or worry if you miss a day. What matters is showing up for yourself, a little at a time, every day. By drinking water, nourishing your brain, staying mentally engaged, getting restful sleep, and nurturing connection, you're doing something truly powerful. You're sending a message to yourself and your body that you matter, that your health and your memory are worth caring for. Let's keep going. There's one more daily habit that brings it all together, and it's something most people don't even realize they have the power to change. Let's take a deep breath together right now. Because the last habit I want to share with you, the one that ties all of this together, is managing your stress in a healthy, consistent way. Now, stress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle, a low hum in the background, that nagging feeling you're forgetting something, or the worry that something might go wrong. And over time, even those small, quiet stresses can take a toll on your brain. Chronic stress releases a hormone called cortisol, and while cortisol has its place, too much of it over time actually damages the part of your brain responsible for memory. That's right. The same stress that keeps you up at night or makes your shoulders tense can also cloud your thinking and make it harder to remember names, appointments, or where you left your keys. So the question becomes, what can you do every day to give your brain a break? You don't need to meditate for an hour or live on a mountaintop to feel peaceful. Stress relief can be simple and meaningful. It could be sitting quietly with a cup of tea, stepping outside to feel the sunshine, listening to music that calms your soul, or even taking 5 minutes to just breathe slowly and deeply. You might find peace in prayer, in journaling, in walking, or in a quiet conversation with someone you trust. The key is to build these moments into your daily life, just like brushing your teeth. Not just when you're overwhelmed, but as a regular act of self-care. You're not doing it to be indulgent. You're doing it because your brain, your body, and your memory need rest to function at their best. And when you take care of your emotional health, everything else works better. You sleep better, you think more clearly, you feel more present, more engaged, and more hopeful. These habits we've talked about, hydration, nourishing your brain, mental engagement, sleep connection, and managing stress, they're not quick fixes. They're gifts you give yourself one day at a time. And the best part, you're not too late. It's never too late. Your brain is constantly adapting, changing, and capable of growth, even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Even one small shift can create a ripple effect. You drink more water and you feel clearer. You sleep a little better and your mood improves. You have a great chat with a friend and suddenly you feel like yourself again. Memory loss doesn't have to be your story. You have the power to protect your mind, to stay sharp, and to live with confidence and clarity. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or encouraging, please take a moment to let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what habits you're already using or what new ones you're going to try. And if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you never miss another uplifting, practical video like this one. Thank you so much for watching and for taking time to invest in your health, your happiness, and your future. You're watching Vibrant Years, where we celebrate life after 60 with powerful tips to help you stay sharp, strong, and independent. Stay active, stay sharp. We'll see you in the next